Hello, dudes and dudettes. I hope you're all doing fine during this coronavirus pandemic. I had to stop and think yesterday that, hey, I have a YouTube channel, and I haven't uploaded since like September of 2019. So, decided to bring y'all some content while my Shrek 2 video is on the way. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, another Shrek video? Yes, I do have more content that is Shrek related. I have a whole story to finish, so I hope you stick around for that. But in the meantime, we have work to do. Now, as a college student, I have to take economics, which really sucks. But my professor told me something really important one day. He said, if you want to know the value of something, you will study and analyze it until you know what people are willing to pay or sacrifice for it. And what else would I want to analyze other than SpongeBob? Now, I know what you're thinking. How in the world are we going to put a dollar value on the entire town of Bikini Bottom? Well, this actually isn't as difficult as you may think it is, because we know the value of a Krabby Patty. This was presented to us a while back on the Krusty Krab menu. If you take a look here at the Krusty Krab menu, you'll see prices that really aren't much different than a normal fast food restaurant in America. In fact, these prices are very similar to a cookout restaurant. So we can probably adjust that just a little bit, and I will come up with a formula to see just how much different money is worth in the Bikini Bottom world. After doing some quick math, I have determined that the value of a Bikini Bottom dollar is worth roughly 10% less than your standard US American dollar. Using this formula, we can safely predict the exact value of Bikini Bottom in US dollars. So, for the sake of time and because I'm really lazy, I did some digging online. And I found this awesome website that I'll put a link down in the description below. But basically, SpongeBob's house is worth $76,000. So my strategy now is to take the $76,000 price tag and place it on every single house in Bikini Bottom. We can safely assume that pretty much every house is worth the same because almost every house is the same, except for SpongeBob's house and his friends' houses. But wait, I'm forgetting something.
I'm a big man. A big man.
Patrick is a really big man, so we're going to safely assume that his house is worth twice as much as a regular house. This would mean that Patrick's house is worth roughly $152,000. That's a lot of big men.
Mr. Lifeguard, can I feel your muscle?
Sure, don't scratch the paint.
Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Larry the Lobster most likely does not have a house. We assume this because we've never seen his house revealed on any episode of SpongeBob before. So, thanks Larry for making the math a little bit easier. So, after this realization, all there is left to do to determine the total value of all the homes in Bikini Bottom is to multiply every home by $76,000.
How many do you think there are?
10.
Cool.
Now, if you will excuse me for just a second, I'll do some quick computer calculations to determine the total number of houses in Bikini Bottom.
I need my glasses.
After my quick calculations, I've determined that there are exactly 40 houses in the town of Bikini Bottom. Next up is to determine the value of all the businesses in Bikini Bottom. And as we all know, there's really only two significant businesses. On one end, you have the Krusty Krab, and on the other end, we have the Chum Bucket. Now, the average annual revenue for a new restaurant is a little over $100,000. So we're going to assume that this is about how much the Krusty Krab makes, since nothing really changes in Bikini Bottom. It's also safe to assume that Plankton and his restaurant, the Chum Bucket, make about $0 a year, because Plankton has never had a customer. We're just going to assume that he lives off of a government check. Next, we're going to look at all the things SpongeBob has in his house, and just assume that everyone else's house also has the same things. I have calculated that between the library, the outdoor patio, the indoor gym, and all the other appliances, SpongeBob's house is probably worth about $20,000 on the inside. Now, if we do some more quick math and multiply $20,000 by all 40 homes in Bikini Bottom, this comes out to another $800,000 added to the total worth of Bikini Bottom.
Could this day get any worse?
Last thing I'm going to do before I do the grand total calculation is figure out how many boats are in Bikini Bottom and what each boat is worth. If we use the average number of 1.88 vehicles per household, that comes out to about 75 boatmobiles in the town of Bikini Bottom. Since everyone in Bikini Bottom is cheap, we're going to assume that every boat is a cheap deck boat, which averages out to about $20,000. When you take the average price of $20,000 and multiply it by the 75 boatmobiles in Bikini Bottom, you get a whopping $1.5 million total value of all boatmobiles in Bikini Bottom. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. Now, one more quick math session and we'll have our total number. Now, after my calculations and the 10% deduction and the difference between the value of a Bikini Bottom dollar in comparison to a US dollar, I have calculated that the value of Bikini Bottom is $5,042,700 US dollars. So I know this is different from my usual videos, but I wanted to give y'all guys something to watch during, the whole apocalypse. And I want to thank everybody for the encouragement, even though these videos are stupid and make me no money or give me no benefit whatsoever. It's pretty cool that I have people that are constantly asking when my next video is. So I appreciate that, and I hope to make some more videos soon. And I just hope y'all stay safe, and until next time, stay breezy.
Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon.